Peace. Welcome everybody. Here he comes. Welcome everyone. Hey Paradise. Welcome everybody. Peace. There's some people coming to the room. Welcome. Here comes the baby. See how long I can do this, y'all. Because right now Rambo's outside, so it's just me and the baby, so we'll see. So today, I wanted to come into the kitchen. Y'all going to be cooking with me. And what we're going to be cooking today is vegetable fried rice. This is one of me and Rambo's favorite dishes. It is very simple to make. And I'll let you know the ingredients that you will need. First and foremost, you will obviously need rice. Now, I already started cooking the rice, and it's already done. Oh, Good Day says, that sounds delicious. What time is it over there? I think it's about 3 or 4 o'clock here. What time is it over there? I don't know, because I know some of y'all are probably going to bed, or some of y'all are still up. But I was just like, I'm just going to come on live and let y'all see what I am cooking. Now, the one thing, I know you want to see the baby. Hold on. Because he's coming. You want to say hello, Zen? You want to say hello to the people before we start cooking? Look. Look at that. Say peace. Say hey, everybody. Mommy's about to cook. Are you going to let Mommy cook? You going to play by yourself and let me prepare the food and go live? You looking at the food right now? Okay. Thank you. I'll put you right back in your place. Right there. There you go. We'll see how long that lasts, okay? Alright, so more people have come into the room. Oh, you said I'm thick? Oh, yeah, I got thick, yeah. Yeah, I've been eating good, like, for real, like, yeah, making sure the baby's healthy, so I gotta be healthy. Welcome, everybody that has come into the room. Okay, so the one thing that I want to share with you is about the rice. This is something that I have not done, but I've done it today, and it's amazing. If any of you have not started soaking your rice, I suggest you start doing it. And this is what my rice is, because when you do vegetable fried rice, you want pre-cooked rice. You want it to already be cooked, and that's what it looks like. And the reason why it's so important, and I'm so excited about soaking my rice, is because it literally took me only less than 10 minutes to cook this rice. Now, I like to eat brown rice, and everyone knows that brown rice takes longer to cook because it still has that outer shell on it, which makes, you know, they say it's the nutrients, but it just has that outer shell that makes it harder or longer to cook versus white rice. But I soaked this all day, and so then when I rinsed it off and I cooked it, it literally took me less than 10 minutes to cook this rice. It usually takes me a good 30 minutes to cook brown rice and cook it properly. There's Rambo.
Please don't.
Oh, you came just in time, too. But I think Zen's going to let me go live. And so I tell you guys, anytime, hey, Miss J951, anytime you do rice, make sure you soak it. Either you soak it overnight or you soak it in the morning, and by the time you're going to have your solar meal or your evening meal, the rice will be ready to cook. And the reason why I started soaking my rice, and I suggest you soak all your grains. I soak my barley, I soak my millet, I soak any grain that I'm going to cook. It's because you want to make sure you take care of your gut. And sometimes these grains can be a little hard on your stomach. And the most important thing for your health, or one of the most important things for your health, is making sure you take care of your colon, make sure you take care of your digestive system, because the majority of your blood is in your digestive system. And so if that is off, and if you're not eating to promote a healthier digestive system, then your whole body is off, your whole being is off. So I suggest you start soaking all your grains, whether it's oatmeal, rice, whatever grains, quinoa, soak them before you actually cook them, and then it actually cooks faster. So now, this is the stuff that I'm going to have in my fried rice. The first thing is onion, and then I have ginger. And what I'm going to do with the ginger, I'm going to slice it and I'm going to saute it. No, I'm not pregnant. No, I'm just bloated. Y'all always say, y'all do know I just had a baby, right? I do know I just had a baby. Okay, y'all ain't going to be getting me off of the topic. So anyways, so what I do with the ginger, I slice it and I saute it in a little oil, and then I put it to the side. And so then when I put everything all together, then I sprinkle the ginger in there, and it makes it taste really nice. And then what I'm going to do, these are the vegetables I'm going to cook together first. I have 2 sets of vegetables that I cook first. Oh, thank you, Elevated Awakening. And I got carrots. I'm going to do 1 carrot. And then I'm going to do probably about, I'd say 2 sticks of celery. Welcome everybody, come to the room. I see you. Okay. And so right now we're doing vegetable fried rice. And I got the onion, I have the carrot, and I have the celery. And what else? What else I'm going to cook with this group? I think that is about it for this group, because this group is a little hard, so I cook it a little bit longer. The other things that I'm going to cook is salted. But first, what I'm going to do is put back what I'm not going to use, because the thing about your kitchen, you want it to have a nice energy because you're handling food. You want to have a nice space. I'm really big about feng shui. What's it called? Feng shui or feng shui, whatever. I'm good about my energy being good, okay? I can't think of the word. And so I like to put up everything that I'm not using because I have a lot going on. So right back. Okay, so these are the first group right here. Now the second group, oh, I forgot about my pepper. And this goes in the first group. The first group is a bell pepper. Yeah, I know the word. I just kept my tongue is twisted and I can't say it. Feng shui. That's what it is. Feng shui. Okay. So these are the first group. Now the second group, because they're softer and they'll be faster to cook, is mushrooms. I got some mushrooms and green onion. So even though I might be using yellow onion, I also like to have my green onion, the scallions. I really love to cook with this. Thank you, everyone. Everybody's like, it's been shui. Y'all know what I'm talking about, for real. And then I have my snow peas. And you can use whatever vegetable you want. That's the thing that I love about vegetable fried rice at home. You can put whatever vegetable you want to put. Hey, spiritually speaking. Okay? And then last but not least, because this is a meal that's going to help keep your colon clean and protect your digestive system, is cabbage. Cabbage is really good for the gut. Oh, you missed it, Ether 9. I brought Zen on the camera, so he said I could go live. And so these are the second set of vegetables that I'm going to use. Now, for my seasonings, now I know a lot of you don't do garlic, but I do garlic. I like garlic, and it works for me. What I've done is made a garlic paste. And so if any of you, hold on. Oh, okay, thank you. If any of you are into garlic, I recommend you doing this. What I did is that I got a whole bunch of, hold on, y'all, got a baby. What you doing? You too quiet. You too quiet. Yeah, y'all, he's on the move. Okay. Yeah, here you go. He over there on the shelf pulling stuff down. Like, he try to act like, I'm just a little baby, I can't move. And next thing you know, he's on the shelf pulling stuff down. And it's going to fall on your head one day, you're going to be mad. Yeah, you're going to be mad. Hey, say hey, everybody. Say hey, everybody. Yeah, everybody says hello. All right, I'm going to put you back down, okay? Boom. Where's your, I'm back. Alright, so what I've done is made a garlic paste, because you know whenever you're cooking with garlic, you gotta peel the bulb and you gotta slice it. So what I did was I created a paste. I blended it up with some olive oil and like maybe 3 bulbs of garlic, like maybe a whole one of these, and I put 3 of them in there. What's going on? Rambo's here, so he'll get the baby in a minute. Sometimes Rambo does speak Spanish to him, sometimes, but not enough. Alright, I'll wait till your daddy coming. I'll hold you. Okay. So, what I did is I blended it up, and so then what you can do, anytime you want garlic, you can just see, you can just scoop out however much you want, maybe a teaspoon or maybe a tablespoon, and it works, and I love it. And then if, say, if you don't want to cook it, like say if you have some vegetables and you want to take a little bit of that and toss it in your cooked vegetables, it's like, you know, like a butter or something, but it's really like a garlic paste. It's really good, and so I recommend that you do that. Let's see. Oh, it said, all these guys on here flirting with Serenity. You are wasting your time. Serenity has a ride or die and don't get no better than that. Oh, I ain't even noticed. They're crazy. Y'all, boy, bye. That's my response to that. If anybody's sitting on me. Okay? And so now, the seasonings that I'm going to use. Now, I like to use miso. I don't know if any of y'all ever heard of miso, but I like using miso for a flavor because I don't use soy sauce. And what I do use as close to soy sauce is liquid amino acids, but miso is also something good for the stomach because it had... My Rambo, is it probiotics or prebiotics for the miso? He says it's probiotics, but anyways, it's really good for the stomach. You can make like soups, but I like to season my vegetables. And then I'm going to saute my vegetables and my rice in coconut oil always. And then I have some dill. I like dill. And pepper and cumin and sea salt and some cayenne because I like it spicy. Okay? Right now, I won't be able to cut it because I'm waiting for Rambo to come out the bathroom and take the baby because right now it's all about Zen. But how's everybody doing before we get started cooking? Yeah, it's a paste. I just blended it with olive oil and some garlic. Yeah, and it just blended in the blender, and you keep it in the refrigerator for up to a week, and it should be good. Yeah, it's still daylight here. I think it's like 4 o'clock here. No, spiritually, no, Imani, you cannot have Zen. Yes, he looks like his dad. Yeah. Everybody says hello, Zen. Everybody says hello. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes I do put Zen on my body, like, but I don't really like to do it when I'm cooking because, like, I be around heat and stuff. If I have something like on the back, like you said, it's the wrong, but I have a thing that I can put him forward, but he's always pulling something, and then he's moving. He loves to move, and so he doesn't really like to be tied up as much as he used to. But he likes to be held though. Yeah. Okay. So can I put you down? Can I put you down? All right. Okay. I'm gonna put you down now. Okay. Let me find you a toy. Let me find you a toy, something to play with. There you go. You want that? Okay. I'll just be giving him like random stuff and he'd be like, okay, I'll play with it. Okay, so now what we're going to do is get the chopping. I wish I could have it to where y'all could see because I know y'all like when I be chopping. Okay. Let's see. I don't want to mess with it. Okay. So anyway, so how's everybody doing this evening? first what I'm doing is chopping the onion. Okay. Chopping the onion up first. Maybe when Rambo comes out the bathroom, he can readjust the tripod. I'm sure y'all want to see me just chopping it. Y'all can't see me chopping it. Yes, you're blessed? All right, cool. All right, so now I'm going to put the onion in the bowl. Let me see if I can do it, because I know y'all like when y'all like seeing what I'm doing. Okay, oops, sorry. What's wrong? What's the matter? Hold on, y'all. What happened? What happened? Now y'all feel why I don't be going live. Because it's always something. There's always something. What's the matter? What's the matter? You okay? You okay? You alright? It's okay. It's alright. Don't wait. Don't wait. Because they know you're just a little baby. They know you're just a little baby. Yeah, they know you're just a little baby. Yeah. It's okay. What's wrong? You okay? You okay? You alright, little man? What happened? Tell us about it. What happened? It's okay. You okay? Yeah. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. You okay now? You want to go to Daddy? Okay, maybe not. Maybe he just needs attention. He just wants all his attention all day. All day, every day. All day, every day. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see if anybody. Y'all still. Yes. Zen comes first. Yes. The beauty of being a mother. Yeah. I know. I know. Y'all get to see real life, so. Okay. See? Yeah. It's okay. So what I'm making for Zen, because he's eating food now, we have a steamer, so I'm making him some potatoes, and then I'll blend that up with some water, and he'll eat that. Today he had pears, and he really liked it. So I've just been trying like different things, so for the most part he likes the same thing. Okay. Alright. Daddy took him. Alright, y'all. Yeah. I don't know what happened. He was just playing because sometimes there might be like little ants on the ground, and they little fire ants, and they'd be biting all of it. So we thinking maybe like an ant had bit him, but I don't know what happened, but he does that sometimes where he just cries. But just mommy, just take care of him, and daddy take care of him too. All right, so let's do like this. Okay, cool. Y'all can see it. Okay, so now I'm going to cut the celery. Welcome everybody into the room. Thanks for staying with me, because you know how it is. I know y'all probably are mothers, because y'all know being a mom, like the children, they just come first sometimes. Well, all the time, really. But sometimes you just got to just stop what you're doing and tend to them. Because sometimes, like, when I'm with him, I get this sense of impatientness because I want him to do what I want him to do. I want him to chill. I want him to be quiet when I want him to be quiet. But obviously that's not going to happen. And you know, that's just how life is. And so what I just do with myself, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to be still. I don't have nothing to do. I'm going to calm myself down because, you know, if I'm calm, he's calm. And let me just be with him. Let me be present with him. And whatever I need to get done, it's going to get done. I don't have to rush. And a lot of times I feel like I'm rushed. I got to do this, I got to do that. But having a baby, it's totally different now. It's just like you just got to like take your time. And the more I take my time and be patient with myself, it's really about being patient with myself and knowing that everything is going to be all right. And then things just happen and just open up. Because a lot of times Grandpa may not be here. And so I might have things that might need to get done. I just wait. They're going to get done when they get done. I got to tend to the baby first. You know, he's a baby. He doesn't know how to do anything or get anything. So I'm the main source for that. You know. Okay, so now what I'm doing is cutting the celery. I'm trying to see if y'all can see it. I am cutting the celery. And usually what I do, I cut it like in the center. But this time I'm not going to do that because I don't mind the chunks. But what I am going to do is still slice it thin. So this is what I'm doing first. And this is, for those that have just came into the room, this is the first set of vegetables that I'm going to saute. And that is the onion, the yellow onion, the celery, and the carrot. Yeah, okay, that's all I'm going to use with that. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Oh, you said, oh, you wasn't in my live, Mary? We have 4 pineapples. I'm like in love with pineapples right now because over here we have the white pineapple, which is the pineapple that doesn't have a lot of acid, so you can eat as much as you want. And so I just been loving it. And so now we have the carrot. Sometimes I shave it, but for the most part, I don't shave my carrots. Like I like the cuttingness of it. Just make sure it's cleaned and washed. And so I'm going to cut it in half. This mosquito. Cut the curdy part. And this is how I'm going to cut it. But what I would like to get is one of those shredder things. So I can like shred my carrots. And I just cut it like that. And so the main time is the prepping of the vegetables is what you want to do. And I just cut it like this. Yeah, it's like, this is, if you can take the time to like prep your vegetables, cooking with vegetables can be really good. And that's the thing, is that you want to make sure you're, preparing meals with a lot of vegetables. And I think that's the reason why a lot of people eat a lot of processed food, because they don't want to take the time to prep their food. Because when you're eating, plant-based food, when you eat fruits and vegetables, you really got to prepare them first, clean them and prepare them, and and then cook them. But it's well worth it. So I'm just doing it like that. I know, I'm sure it could be a more fancy way of cutting it, but this is how I cut it. Yeah. Because I want it to be, because when I do it like that, then it's faster to cut it, because I didn't want to cut it in circles. Okay. I'm just going with the carrot. And I love this meal because I like using all different types of vegetables because of the colors. And when you're cooking, you want to make sure you have an array of colors, because like I always said and will continue to say, the colors hold certain vibrations. And you want to take part in those vibrations. You want to raise your frequency. It's the foods that you're eating that will also do that. You know, it's the foods. It really is. And that's why you see the color. That's why when you eat fruits and vegetables, you feel a certain way when you're eating them, because of the colors that they hold, the vibration that they hold. So if you want to raise your frequency, eat foods with a lot of color. It's very simple. Okay, I like to sharpen it. Okay. Hey, welcome everybody to the room. Okay, so now I'm going to cut it. Okay. So what is everybody else eating today? What did you prepare today? Comment in the comment section. And if I want to come live, you know, just hit the button and you can go live and you can talk and chat. So you in the kitchen cooking with me. Because usually if I'm not live, I have some music going on. Because I just like it to be like a social thing. Like just an event that I'm in the kitchen cooking. You know. And I think this is all the bell pepper I'm going to use. Because I have still a few vegetables that I'm going to use. So I don't want to have more vegetables than rice. Okay. So this is, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Look at the colors. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so that's the first set of vegetables. And now what I'm going to do is slice my ginger, because that's going to be the first thing I'm going to cook. Yeah, you don't need too much ginger because it's very spicy. So the spicier you want your rice, the more ginger. It's really quite simple. And then ginger has this nice, sweet, spicy flavor to it, so it really adds something to your meals. And this is plenty of ginger. It might even be too much. But that's fine. We don't mind it. And so now I'm going to put my ginger in a bowl, set it to the side. And so now I'm done with the bell pepper and the ginger, so I'm going to put it back in the refrigerator. Make sure you keep your kitchen clean. Alright. So the next set is going to be the mushrooms, the cabbage, and the green onion, and the snow peas. Alright. I'll probably just use that many. I'm only going to use that many mushrooms. I'm going to chop them up and I'm going to put the rest back in the refrigerator. And then I'm going to rinse it off. Okay. So now I'm back over here. So I got another bowl that I'm going to put the other things in. So I'm going to just, and I'm going to have this like big chunks. I ain't going to make it be like small. I want it to be like big chunks. And sometimes I do keep the stem. The stem is pretty good as long as the stem isn't cruddy. Like, I say keep the stem. And I just cut the stem in half. Just like that. And then, see, I just cut it just like that. Like in fours. And I got two different mushrooms. I have creamy and I have white mushrooms. I prefer portobello mushrooms, but I can't always get those, so I just get what I can get. And see, it's really fast to cut mushrooms. Alright. And so next is the green onion. I like green onion. Like I did, let me rinse this off. And I'm actually going to just use the whole thing. But what I'm going to do is cut off the wilted pieces. Yeah, I'm going to cut those off and put them to the side. And then I'm going to start slicing because these are long. And it doesn't have to be like perfect. It just depends on how you want your pieces. Like if I really want to dice, I'll take the time and do that. But for this meal, it doesn't matter. I feel like the chunkier, the better. Yeah. It's going to be a lot. Because a lot of times when you cook green onions, they end up wilting down. So... and then cut it. I like to cut it all the way down to the root because that's onion. You can eat that. Okay? Look at that. All that onion. Smells really good too. All this fresh onion. And then I got my snow peas. One of my favorite things to eat. Look at that. It's one of my favorite things to eat. I can eat it without cooking it, and I can eat it cooking it. Like, doesn't matter to me. Put what I'm not using back in the refrigerator. How you doing, Zen? Daddy brought him back. So now, like, you see these little pieces right here? I like to cut those because sometimes it makes it tough to eat these. And so then what I do, I just cut them in half. You don't even have to cut them in half if you don't want to. But I just prefer to do that. Like if I'm putting them in a salad. Well, it depends on the salad because, oops, putting the wrong stuff in the bowl to cook. I'll leave them whole. But I think I had them in the salad the other day and I actually cut them in half. I just think it makes it easier to eat. Yeah, so I like to cut that because it's a little tough to cut the ends. And you'll see what I mean, like when you buy them and when you cut them versus not cutting them, then you'll see the difference in what I'm talking about. Yeah. Okay. I'm done. So there you go. And then last but not least is the cabbage. You go. Welcome everybody that come to the room. You said save this? Okay, I will. Yeah, I'll try to save it. I'll probably save it and then put it on my my YouTube. That's what I'll probably do. Okay, so the best way to cut a head of cabbage. A lot of people want to cut it this way, but the best way is to scalp it, because then when you scalp it, you'll keep the integrity of the lines, and then you'll just cut along the lines. But for me, I'm not going to use that much cabbage, so I'm just going to cut the tip of the head like that. Put it back in the refrigerator. Alright. And then if you have any wilted pieces, you can take it. And that's what I'm going to take that because it's a little wilting. And then what you'll do, you can slice it this way and it will naturally shred. If you ever like shredded cabbage, it's because you have to make sure you cut the cabbage at the grain of where it's growing. But if you cut it in half, then you're going to have choppy pieces. So that's why you want to cut it like that. And so then when you do like this, it's naturally shredded cabbage. Okay, let me show you. See? It's naturally shredded. And so what I'm going to do is cut it in half so that it can be smaller pieces. Because these are some big shreds. So there. Yeah, and see how that just naturally shreds the cabbage where it's like in shreds, and you don't have to do as much work. Alright, so now I'm done with the second part, and so you can't really see it because I have, these are like it's the green bowl, the green and white bowl. So I'm going to put all my vegetables over here to get ready. And then I'm going to get a paper towel because when I'm sauteing the ginger, I want the paper towel to soak up the oil. I'm back. Okay. So how are we going to do this? Alright. Okay. Welcome everybody. Okay, so now I'm going to get the skillet. Okay. Let's see if we can, y'all be able to see. Maybe. You can see it. Okay, so now I'm going to turn it on. And so first what I'm going to do is put some oil in the skillet and warm it up. And then what we're going to do, we're going to saute our ginger. And that's going to make it the fried rice really good. Oh, let me check on his potatoes. Okay, I think they're done. His potatoes are done. Okay. Oh, okay, cool. Okay. So let me put a little piece. Ginger is not ready yet. Okay. And if anybody has any questions, you can ask. Hey, such a Pisces. Hey, everybody. Okay. So I'm just letting this warm up. Hey, mine yours. Welcome to the room. Hey, goddess. Okay, so the ginger is ready to saute. Alright. So now, you don't want it too high, because this skillet will be sticking for some reason. Okay, and I'm just going to let that saute. You want to try, oh yeah, you should try it for sure. And you can use any vegetable. And I don't know if anybody that just came into the room, if you didn't hear me, make sure that you soak your rice overnight. It don't have to necessarily be overnight, because I didn't soak mine overnight. I soaked mine from this morning and now. And it allowed my rice to cook very fast. And I use brown rice. And usually when I cook brown rice, it takes me a good 30 minutes to 50 minutes for it to cook. When I soaked it all day, it only took like less than 10 minutes for my rice to cook. Yeah, it was, I mean, I can't believe, I should have been doing this a long time ago. As much as I've been cooking rice, I should have been soaking my rice. But make sure you soak all of your grains, because it'll be easier on your digestive system. And like I said, your digestive system is where the majority of your blood is. In your digestive system, the colon is where your immune system is. And so that's why it's very important for you to be careful with the types of foods you put in your body and anything you're digesting, because all of your blood is in your stomach. So whatever you're mixing the chemical of your blood with, the chemistry of your blood with, it's going to go all through your body and all through your cells, you know. So you have to be very careful. And so that's when I realized I need to be eating for gut health. I need to be making sure my colon is clean, my digestive system is clean, because it's the foundation of everything. It's the foundation of your health. And you really need to make sure you're doing all that you can to help your digestive system, your lymphatic system. So not only with the foods, but make sure you're exercising, make sure you're moving your body, whether it's dancing, whether it's exercise, walking, make sure you're moving and helping your body. Because without health, you know, life is meaningless almost, because when you don't feel good, nothing is good in life, you know. And that's what I realized, is that I just want to feel good. I just want to be happy, so I'm going to do my best. I'm going to be where I feel like I should be. I'm going to live in the tropics. You know, I'm going to eat a certain way. I'm going to live a certain way, because I just want to be happy and I just want to be healthy. And some of us go to the extremes, and some of us don't do enough. But you have to ask yourself, which part or which side are you on? Are you doing enough, or are you not doing enough? Okay. So I'm sauteing. This is almost done. You just want it brown. You don't want to like burn it. I got this little black spoon. I don't know where my spatula is. Hey, welcome everybody. Let's see. Jasmine said, okay, so I can soak it in the morning. Yeah, you can soak it in the morning. Like, go ahead and soak it in the morning. I feel like the longer you soak it, the better it will be for you. But yeah, you can soak it in the morning. When you get home, then you can cook it. I promise you, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, it cooks really fast. Okay, this looks almost done. Yeah, I wish I would have chopped it smaller, but it's fine. Because ginger is a very pungent taste. It's very spicy. So you don't want to have big chunks of ginger. You want to have like small bits of ginger, like when you're eating, because it's very spicy. Okay. Okay. So I think that should do it. And I'm going to put it on this paper towel so that the oil can be soaked up. Okay. Make sure I get all of my ginger bits. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add some more coconut oil. I'll make sure I have enough for my vegetables and my rice. And as you see, I do not measure. So, like, especially when I'm like making cookbooks and things, it's a challenge for me because I just go with the flow of things. So I kind of have to just make up what I think the measurements are. Okay, so first, what I'm going to do, like I said, this is the first bowl, the first group. Hey, yeah, that's coconut oil. And the coconut oil that I like to use is cold pressed virgin organic coconut oil, unrefined. I've always used that coconut oil. So the first set of vegetables, and it can be any vegetables that you want to use, but if they're in this group of vegetables, then you want to use this first. It's the celery, the bell pepper, the onion, and the carrot. I'm going to put these in first because they'll take a little longer to cook. I'm going to put the oil down so it won't burn. Because I don't want to cook it fast. Okay. All right. So now I'm gonna, and make sure you're holding your handle anytime you fry, because you don't want the handle to see anywhere. That's how people have accidents and they knock stuff over. So now I'm going to stir. Get all that goodness in there. And you want to cook these vegetables like no more than 10 minutes. And so now I'm going to add some salt. The salt will pull out the flavors. And this is the Himalayan pink salt. But any salt that's not iodized table salt. They got all different types of salt. So I like to sprinkle it like this. Make sure I just like to sprinkle it all around. So everybody gets their fair share of the flavor. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm sitting here deciding, should I add the paste or not add the paste? I think what I'm going to do is add a tablespoon of the paste first for this group. And then when I add the next group, I add another tablespoon. So I'm going to, this is the garlic. Look at that. That's garlic. Garlic and olive oil. And I know there's some of y'all that don't eat garlic, and that's fine. You don't have to use it, but I like garlic. And since living on the island, one reason why eating garlic is good, because Hawaii has the big island exactly, has a very high moisture level because it rains all the time. So mold and mildew, it can really come everywhere. And if you're not careful, your place can have a lot of black mold. And so the one food that kills the mold spores, that's the ones that makes you sick and get into your lungs, is garlic. So that's one reason why I decided to incorporate garlic back into my diet. And the only reason why I had stopped eating garlic because we thought that it was making us have body odor. And so I just realized that that's not enough for me to not eat it. And if you still want body odor, just put a lemon under your arms, because you already have a natural scent. So, of course, the certain foods you put in your body is going to offset that. Okay, it smells really good. Very, very good. Let me see. Oh, no, the only thing I did with the vegetables is I put salt. And so now I'm going to sprinkle a little pepper. Like right now I'm only sprinkling a little dab because I still have the second set of vegetables that need to go in here, so I don't want to overdo it because I'm going to need to add seasonings to that too. And so now I'm going to add dill. I like dill. Now I really like fresh dill, and I think I have some in the garden. I think we do have fresh dill in the garden. Okay, and so that's pretty much it. Now I do have some cumin, but I'll put that in last. And then I have some cayenne pepper, but I'll put that in last. And then I have some liquid aminos. It's kind of like soy sauce. I'll put that in last with the rice and stuff. So there's certain things I'm just going to put in last. Oh, and then when I add the rest of the vegetables, this is the miso. Miso also play a big part, like soy sauce, but not being soy sauce. It gives it that savory feeling, because in certain foods, especially when you're eating more plant-based, you want to make sure that you're giving yourself the savory foods, because that's the reason why we like the cheeses and the heavy meats and the breads, because it gives us that savory, hearty feeling. Well, if you can season your vegetables and your grains just like you would season those other foods, then you won't miss out. And then, of course, a lot of us have a sweet tooth. And so, you got to be very careful with the processed food, because right now what Rainbow and I are doing, the only thing we're eating is fruits, vegetables, grains, and I'm only eating a little bit of fish. Rainbow, he still eats other meats, and no processed foods, and no sugar. The only thing that we're eating that might be considered sugar is honey. And the reason why we eat honey here is because they really respect the bees here. They love the bees here, and they don't harm their bees here in Hawaii. So that was the one reason why I stopped eating honey, because I knew that geographically they were not protecting the bees, and they were actually killing the bees. And the honey is for the bees. But if you're in an environment that is bee friendly, then you don't have to worry about that. And like here, everybody got a beehive. Everybody got some type of bees. And so you can find honey everywhere here on the Big Island. So that's the only sugar I said that we're eating. And I can tell you right now, I'm already experiencing a detox feeling. Like, I've been dizzy. And at one point I thought I was pregnant. I was like, oh my God, I'm dizzy. Oh my gosh, I'm fatigued. And I'm not pregnant, because I know y'all be like, girl, are you pregnant? But no, I really thought I was, because of the symptoms I was having from not eating processed foods like breads and pastas and crackers and just anything that's in a box that is not something that I made myself. And I'm already feeling it, and there's no sugar at all. And so what this has done, it has made me want to eat more fruit, because you have different tastes in our palates. You have sour, sweet, bitter, and savory, like, the salty flavor. So you have to make sure you continue to give yourself those different flavors for your taste bud, or you're going to go back to the old comfort foods that are not comfortable for your body. And so for me, what I've been doing, eating a lot of fruit. I've been eating, like, natural peanut butter with some fruit, and that's really good. It's hearty. And I also eat my oatmeal, but I'm not eating any breads, no pastas, most definitely no cheese. And I'm even careful with some of the nuts as well. I'm only eating certain types of nuts, because a lot of this food that we're eating is not good for our stomach. Just because it comes from a tree don't mean we need to be eating it all the time. Well, I know for me personally. So I just want to make sure that I'm taking care of my stomach, because what I realized, a lot of the disease that we're getting is from our stomach. Now, we always say disease comes from stress, but if you're putting too much stress on your stomach, then therefore you are creating disease in your body. So you have to be careful, because we do a lot of food combinations that should not be combining, which is fine, but I'm telling you, a lot of disease that you're dealing with, any disease you're dealing with, I bet the stomach is the root of it all. Like when they was diagnosing me with autoimmune, that's a stomach disorder. That's something going on in your stomach. They said I had fungus in my stomach, so why don't you just take care of your stomach, Hold on, let me see what y'all saying. Let's see. Erica answered, I've been using lemons instead of deodorant since your other live best thing. Yeah, I know. A lot of people don't realize that lemons is the best deodorant if you don't want any chemicals under your armpits, because that's part of your lymph nodes, okay? That's where your body releases toxins and, help you cleanse your body. But if you're putting deodorants and stuff, it's blocking it. So when you put the lemon, it neutralizes it, and it allows your body to do what it needs to do, and plus it makes you smell good. Yeah, exactly. And Jasmine said, I live with a beekeeper in Austin, and I eat honey too, because they're not harmed. Exactly. So as long as you're eating honey that does not harm the bees, honey is fine. But most of the honey in the grocery stores, I would not touch it, because you don't know who prepared that honey. See, here in Hawaii, everybody's selling honey. So the person that actually, made the honey, because they're right there selling it. Okay, somebody said, thank you for the knowledge, yes. And somebody said, what do you think about breads? I think that they're okay in moderation, but I think that if you're going to eat bread, make the bread yourself. That's what I'm going to do. Now, first, hold on. So now I think that these vegetables have cooked long enough for my liking. So now what I'm going to do is add the cabbage, snow pea, green onion, and mushroom. I'm going to add that now. Alright. Yeah, I think that if you're going to eat, if you choose to, I think everything in moderation, right? That if you choose to eat breads and pastas and things like that, make it yourself. We have an array of grocery stores, okay? We say, call it Babylon, but Babylon had everything you need to live a righteous life, to live a life that's abundant for you, okay? You can do the right thing in Babylon if you really wanted to, because they had everything there, okay? And so, if you're going to eat those things, make it yourself. Make the bread yourself. At least you know it's no added ingredients to keep it preserved. At least you know there's no added ingredients just because they can add them and they know that people don't really read the ingredients. Make it yourself. You know, but it's not something that I think, I'll be dropping food, y'all. It's not something that I think that needs to be incorporated in our diets all the time, because you know we got a lot of people that are vegan, but they eat a lot of processed food. They don't eat natural foods. They don't eat just fruits and vegetables. They eat a lot of packaged, processed foods, and they might as well just go back to eating the meats, because that's why you stop in the first, because of your stomach. But if you're eating these heavy processed vegan foods or plant-based foods, they're going to be just as harmful to your stomach than a piece of steak. Ask me how I know, okay? So that's why I'm so thankful in my journey that I've learned to cook as natural as possible, because when I lived in Central America, they didn't have all those grocery stores. They didn't have Aldi and Trader Joe's and Whole Foods. Okay, they had the farmer markets, and you get what you get, and then you make what you can make. And you better be creative, girl, because they don't have nutritional yeast flakes. They don't have none of that stuff. And so I had to be very creative. And within that, I learned that you don't need to have mock chicken nuggets. KFC has a fake chicken sandwich. Why? Why does KFC have fake chicken sandwich? And what do they have in it? Because a lot of vegans be like, well, I don't no longer eat meat. I don't eat at McDonald's. I don't eat at KFC because it's unhealthy and because of the things they put in the food. Now, McDonald's and KFC have one up and be like, okay, well, we give you a vegan burger. We give you a vegan nugget. But you're still going to the place that you said that you did not want to go to because you don't know what they're putting in the food. The same thing goes with the vegan stuff. So you just have to be careful. That's why I said, make your own food. You can eat whatever you want to eat, but make it yourself. Okay, y'all, this smells so good. And the time is about to go out, but I will come back into the room. Okay, come back into the room so you can see how I'm going to finish it, okay? I'll see you soon. We're back. Okay. Not gonna let me see that. Okay, so we're back, everyone. Okay, so we're back. All right. So now what I'm going to do is add the miso for flavor. Oh, first what I'm going to do, I want to add some garlic paste. Sprinkle that. It's really good, y'all. I'm telling you, the garlic paste is really good. And then I'm going to add this, the miso. That's going to give it a nice flavor. A nice oriental flavor. Ooh, I can smell the snow peas cooking. Alright. Because I don't like my vegetables cooking too much. This smells so good. Alright. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Alright. Well, hey, Nader by Nature. Okay. This looks so good. Yeah, so that's what, I know some of y'all were asking questions. So, oh, him and his daddy went to go get some coconuts, but I had him in the live earlier. Yeah, there's this man that sells coconuts up the street. So we're going to get some. So somebody was asking questions, but I had to go because the live was about to end. So whoever was asking the questions, just let me know. Am I using wild rice? Not today, but I do cook with wild rice. And there's this one rice called Black Forbidden Rice. It's completely black, and I really like it. And I also cook with that too. Okay? All right. Okay, so I think my vegetables are pretty much where I want them, because I can smell it. Because I don't want to overcook. So now what I'm going to do is add the rice. Okay, I'm just going to scoop it in there. I'm just going to scoop it in there, nothing fancy. All right. And now, remember that ginger that we had? Look at that. So now I'm going to sprinkle the ginger in there. And I'm going to throw it away. Clean your mess, girl. Because if you don't clean your mess, because my grandmother used to be such a messy cook. She was the world's best cook, but she was most messiest cook. She would dirty every dish and take out every seasoning, and she wouldn't put her stuff back. So it just made me want to be a cleaner cook. But I love her. I love her. I ain't talking bad about her. Okay, so now what we're going to do is sprinkle the seasonings over the rice. Because then I'm going to mix everything. And some pepper. That was sea salt. And then I'm going to add some cumin. I'm going to add some cumin. Give it that earthy taste. You know, cumin be making stuff taste earthy. And then I'm going to add my dill. And don't be afraid to season your food heavy with herbs, especially fresh herbs, for sure. And then I'm going to put some cayenne pepper. Because we're growing basil and dill, and we got these little hot peppers because Brembo loves spicy stuff. And we're growing that in the garden. And now, I'm going to put the liquid amino acid. I'm going to pour that. And usually when I make this dish, I make a peanut sauce, but I didn't do that today. And I will just stir it. And I want to turn it down because I don't want to overcook. And you just stir, stir, stir. And whatever oil that vegetables has, what I like about the rice will soak it up. And then after this, if you have any questions, I will continue the live. Because it's hard to talk to you guys and cook at the same time. Because I want to make sure that I don't burn my food. Because when I'm cooking's an art to me. Like, it really is. It's like, I love to cook. It's like, I'm not a painter. I don't know how to draw. I can sing okay. I love dancing, but I ain't professional at it. But I think cooking is like an art. You know, you have to know the flavors. You have to be in tune with the colors. And you want your food to taste good and look good too. And then you want people to feel good when they eat your food. So, for me, I found, you know, a piece of my art to give to the world, and that is food. Okay. So now I want to take... Okay. Oh, there. We back. My phone about to die. Okay. Hopefully he left me the battery charger. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to taste the rice. Okay. Oops. That's good. Now I could add some more of this. It was very good. I'm just going to use the rest of that. But there wasn't that much in there. That's really good, y'all. It has like, I only had like a spoon of it, like a fork of it, and it just had like, I tasted everything. I tasted all the seasonings, the ginger, the garlic. I tasted everything. There you go. Let's see. Try to taste a little bit more. You want to taste it? Yeah, it's coconut amino acids. Yeah, it's liquid, well, liquid amino acids. Mmm. Mm-hmm. That's good. Very good. Now all I'm missing is some spring rolls. That would be, oh my god, that'd be so amazing. But what I'm going to do is serve this with avocado, because we don't have spring rolls. And I need to learn how to make spring rolls. So let me show y'all what it looks like. Let's see. So y'all can see it. Look at that. Look at that goodness. Don't that look like something you get at Szechuan's? At China One? That looks like real Chinese fried rice. Yes. And if you want, you can put egg in it. You know how sometimes they put egg. You can put all different types of anything in that if you want to. Doesn't look good? I know. And it tastes good too. So now I'm going to cover it up. And there we go. And so now, let's go outside. Well, oh, the sauce was, let me show you. The sauce was this. You can get this at the stores. Well, it's backwards. Liquid amino acids. Yeah. Yeah, it's an all-purpose seasoning. But it's not like the soy sauce. It has a lot of salt. Okay, and then the seasonings that I used was cayenne pepper, dill, black pepper, cumin, salt. I used my homemade garlic paste, and I used the miso, but you don't have to use the miso if you don't want to. And I cooked it in coconut oil. And then the vegetables that I used was celery, onion, yellow onion, or it could be red onion, carrot, bell pepper, and then that's the first batch you cook. And then the second batch is cabbage, snow pea, green onion, and mushroom. And then I saute that in coconut oil. Yes. Oh, okay. Rainbow's back. Okay. Yeah. So, let's see. Let's go over here. So, yeah. So, anybody have any questions? I gotta do it like this. Yeah. Yeah. You said cookbook. We will see. We will see if I will create a cookbook, because this is me and Rambo now, so I don't cook as much, and when I do, it's pretty much the same thing. But I have been creative since now I'm not eating processed foods, and I'm just eating, all fruits and vegetables and grains. And sometimes I do eat wild caught salmon. That's like the only meat I eat. But other than that, like, I love fruits and vegetables. That's my thing. So, Oh, you saw his teeth. You said, am I still doing readings? Yes, I'm always doing readings. Just hit me up. I'm still doing that. I don't advertise it, but I'm still here. I'm all about astrology. Oh, so you said I'll write down the ingredients so I can make this. What I'm going to do is upload this video on my YouTube channel, and it's called Zen Life TV. So some of y'all probably already following me, but I changed the name to Zen Life TV. So I'll put that video on there so you'll be able to see it. The readings are donation based, so you just hit me up for that. Let's see. Let's see what y'all. Yep, I'm Chef Serenity. Yep. Yeah, make sure y'all make it, and when you make it, take a picture, send it to me. Let me know what you think, because I'm telling you, it's really good. You won't want to go to the Chinese restaurants anymore, because you'll realize it's really simple just to make the fried rice at home, and you can make it however you want. Oh, you said you had a reading, you need another one? Okay, well, hit me up. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember you, Yasmini. Yeah, hit me up. Yeah, because, like, once you start learning about yourself and studying yourself, like, that's why I said you don't want to just get a reading. You really want to understand astrology, to understand yourself. It's different layers. I've been studying astrology, like, heavy for 2 years, and even I'm still learning things about myself the more that I continue to study. But the one thing I wanted to share with y'all, since this is about food, I'm not going to talk about astrology, because every time I talk about astrology, the numbers always go down. I do not know why, because y'all need to understand your chart, but this also plays a part too. This story is to bring awareness of letting go of what no longer serves you. Yes, I also teach astrology as well. Anything astrology, I do, okay? And if I don't do, I can direct you to who does it. Letting go of what no longer serves you. And a lot of times we talk about letting go of people, places, or things. But letting go of belief systems that no longer serve you. Because not too long ago, and they probably see this video, especially when I upload it on YouTube, but this is something that stayed in my mind, and I never let it go because I realized a lot of my reflections is probably going through this now. And it's letting go of beliefs that no longer serve you. So one day, I was talking to somebody that I know, and their health is going down. Like, I see that their health, the doctor is telling them they got autoimmune disease. And 2-3 years ago, the doctors diagnosed me with autoimmune disease, saying that the reason why I'm having the chronic vaginal infections and things like that is because of autoimmune disease. And so the doctor was like, you can't eat this, you can't eat that, you know, the only thing you can do is eat meat and some vegetables. You can't have no fruit, no sugar, no potatoes, no rice, nothing. The doctor was just like, pretty much just meat and some greens, and that is it. That's what you need to do. You said what's good for H. pylori? Like I said, knowledge a lot earlier, take care of your stomach. Don't worry about the diagnosis. The diagnosis is a symptom of what you're not doing, and that's you're not taking care of your digestive system. So look into that. What foods are good for the digestive system? So the doctor told me that I couldn't eat anything, and you know, the fungus and whatever's going on with me is caused of autoimmune disease, and you can't eat any of the foods that you've been eating. Well, a year later, I obviously got my mind open, my consciousness opened, and I realized that it was my mind. It was the way I was thinking. It was my perception that was killing me, that was making me sick. And so once I changed my perception and the way I thought, my whole life changed. And that's why now today you see me on camera talking, you see me in the tropics, you see me living a life, because in order for me to heal myself, I had to change my whole life. Hold on, let me get the battery charger because it's about to die. Okay, hold on, guys. So, in order for me to heal myself, I had to change my whole life. I had to change. Hold on. Okay. I had to change my whole life. It was my choices. It was my habits. It was the way I was thinking that was making me sick. It wasn't necessarily the food that I was eating. Even though the food plays a big part, it's only a small part as to why you're dealing with whatever illness or whatever symptom that you're dealing with. You need to look at how you think. You need to check your thoughts. You need to check the people around you. You need to check your environment. You need to check your habits, the way you're living your life. That plays a big part. So the person that I knew, she started going through the same thing that I was going through, because she makes videos. And the doctor pretty much told her that she can't have any food. She can't have this, she can't have that. She pretty much can just have air and water. And she got to be careful with the water. But she pretty much can't eat anything, and she was vegan for almost 20 years. And so the doctor was like, well, you gotta go back to eating meat, and you can't have fruits, you can't have vegetables, you can't pretty much have anything. And so I was like, oh my gosh, she's going through the same route as me. I need to say something to her. I need to let her know that, you know, now is the time for you to... No, the connection had went out, so I didn't know if you were doing something. Okay. So I was like, I need to say something to her. I need to let her know, like, look, don't listen to these doctors. I'm not saying that the doctors don't play a part, but when it comes to your own healing, the doctors can't do that. The doctors are not in the business of healing. They're in the business of taking care of the symptoms. Now, the only time I go to the doctor, if I got a limb that's cut off or something, I need some type of surgery. But when it comes to my own health, I pretty much know what I need to do. You know, whenever, like, I feel uneasy or whatever, I know exactly what to do. Clean your gut. Clean your thoughts, okay? Because your mind and your stomach are connected. Your body is your mind. Your mind is your body. It's all connected. So when you see something going on in your body, most likely it's going on in your mind. And you got to check your mind, because if you don't check your mind and them thoughts, it's going to show up on your body. It's hand in hand. So when I saw that she was going through the same path that I was going on, I was like, oh my God, I got to let her know, like, yo, don't listen to the doctors. You need to get out of wherever you are. You need to leave. What are you doing? You need to get grounded. You need to go outside, sleep in the tent. You need to do whatever it is that I did, and whatever you're doing now, you need to stop it. And so I have reached out to her, and I was like, hey, I saw your video about what's going on in your life, and I said, you know, can I get your chart information, because I wanted to see how her mind worked. I wanted to see, like, you know, her energy, because it's all energy. You know, once you realize that this universe is based on frequency, vibration, and energy, then you have the powers and the keys to the... I was like, what the world was that? You have the powers and the keys to the universe once you know that, and you'll know how to maneuver. So I said, can you give me your information? I want to check your birth chart. And they were like, well, I don't believe in that. That's against my beliefs, my belief system. I said, okay, I wasn't asking for you. I was asking for me. So when that person said that it's against their belief system, it struck a chord with me. I was like, hold on. Almost 20 years ago, eating meat was against your belief system. You know, against your religious beliefs. That's what they said. And now, 20 years later, the doctor's telling you, only thing you can eat is meat, and you're doing it. But as soon as I come to you, like, hey, let me get your birth chart, let me see what's going on with your energy, you're like, oh no, that's against my belief system, that's against my belief system. But obviously what you believe in, what your religious beliefs are, they're not serving you, because you're not healthy, you're sick. So when are we going to open our minds to see whatever it is that we're doing, it's not working, and maybe you need to open your mind. Now, I wasn't going to come to this person and give no astrology lesson, because I know that their mind ain't even on that level to comprehend. You know, to look at life the way that I do, like energy, frequency, vibrations, that takes a very high mind to see it in that way. And I'm not calling this person stupid, but the common mind don't look at life that way. Though you're dealing with light. You know, darkness and light. That's what you're dealing with. So I was doing it so that I know what's going on with them mentally. Well, she ended up giving me her information, and I got to see her chart, and I was like, okay, this makes a lot of sense why she is where she is in her life. Her Mercury is in Pisces. And no disrespect with people in Mercury and Pisces, but if you know anything about Pisces energy, if it's in certain positions, and if you know anything about Pisces energy, Pisces is the energy of things not seen. Pisces is the subconscious mind. Pisces bring confusion. Pisces is unaware sometimes of things. It's all about the higher self and spirituality, but when it comes to realism, it's kind of hard for them to get grounded and rooted, and her Mercury is in that. So I was like, this makes sense. But then I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to call. I was going to call her and talk to her. I was like, no, I don't even want to call. I said, no, this is the reason why I left in the first place, because I can't deal with people that can't see the truth right in front of them. So let me just leave and show you what it looks like. I'm not in the business of arguing with no one. I'm not in the business of telling people what they should do and what they should not do. It's your life. So let me leave, create a platform, and show you what life looks like and how it's working for me, and maybe it'll work for you. And so I didn't even call the person. I didn't even want to call, but it pissed me off so bad, because I'm like, that's still my reflection, though. That's still part of me that I resonate with. That sometimes in certain beliefs, if they're no longer serving you, know the difference of letting it go. Letting it go, it no longer serves you. Because now this person that I'm talking about, now they're going to go through the same path that I went through. They're going through the same path that I went through. And I'm telling you guys, before I came in front of y'all on this camera, my life was going down when the doctor told you, I can't eat this, I can't do that. You don't realize how much your health means to you when someone tells you that you don't have it. When someone limits you, be like, you can't do this and you can't do this because you're not healthy. And so when you're not healthy, you're not happy. And there's this one slogan, health is wealth. Exactly. Because I don't care how much money you got in the bank, if you're not healthy, you might as well be broke. Because you're broken. Your spirit's broken when you're dealing with an illness. When someone said obesity, when you're dealing with something that doesn't make you feel good and brings vitality to your life, you're just a broken spirit, a broken energy. Walking around here broken. So I totally get it. And that's the reason why I continue to push myself and come in front of the camera, because I know there's people that probably been where I was at or going in the direction I was in. And so I'm here to tell you that I healed myself. I really did. The stuff that I went through almost 30 years of my life, I'm not dealing with that. And then if I do see some type of symptom that might want to come up, I know exactly what to do. Change my thoughts. Change my habits. You see what I'm saying? So anything that you're dealing with, people were saying H. pylori, obesity, it's your mind. It's the way that you think. What frequency are you putting out? What frequency are you on? What vibration are you staying in? The vibration is what you're seeing. That's what we say when vibration. Vibration is a result of the frequency, the thought that you're putting out. It's a manifestation of thought. So any sickness that you're dealing with, ask yourself, what are you stressed about? Because what I would have said to her, like, how's your relationship? How's your household? How do you feel about yourself? I would ask her all these questions. And then I would have been able to get to the root of why she's dealing with a gut situation. Because all it is a gut. It's a gut disease. That's all it is. And what did I say? Your digestive system is the root, it's the foundation of your whole body. So if you are off, if you're not living your life fully, that just shows you that the foundation with your own being is off. So therefore, it's going to connect to your stomach. Because she's been vegan all pretty much 20-some years. And so that's what I'm saying. It's more to it than just food. You got to look at the environment. Are you grounding? Are you outside? Are you connecting to the earth? Are you in the sun? Are you getting enough sun? Because the sun helps our bones grow. The sun cleanses our body. Are you getting enough oxygen? Our blood needs oxygen. Did you know that your bone creates the blood? So if you're not getting enough calcium in your body, then what's it say about your blood in your body? You see what I'm saying? So it's unfortunate, and that's the reason why now I hate religion. Because religion keeps us stupid. Religion keeps us ignorant. Because majority of the religion that people believe in, they don't understand it in the first place. So you're living your life through a misunderstanding of a doctrine that is outdated or that's misinterpreted. And I'm not going against anyone's religion, but if your religion is not serving you, if whatever you're believing is not serving you, if you're not healthy, happy, and living the life that you're proud of and living the life righteously, then you got to look at that religion. You got to look at your beliefs. You got to look at your thoughts. You got to look at the people in your life. You got to look at the person in the mirror and be like, what am I doing wrong? Change your habits. Because the reason why you want to change your habits, because that's what you're prone to do. We're programmed to do habits like every day. Why do you get up every day, brush your teeth? It's a habit that you learn. So the foods that you're eating, the way you're thinking, your thoughts are habits. Negative thinking is a habit. I guarantee if I asked you to write down 10 things that work for you today, or 10 things that make you happy today, I bet you couldn't even do it. Because you're not programmed to look at what makes you happy in life. You're not programmed to look at what's working for you. And the reason why that is detrimental is because that's what's going to kill you. That's what's going to hurt you, harm you. That you don't even know how to direct your thoughts. You don't even know how to control your thoughts. And right now we're in the information age. So there is an array of information out here. There's an array of knowledge. There's so much that you can know, so much you can learn, to the point that it's overwhelming. And you don't even know where to start. You don't even know where to end. You don't even know where to go because there's so much information. One person says this works. The next group says, well, that don't work. And this group says, well, we don't know what works. And then you're just stuck with like, well, what does that mean for me? Because in the information age, there's no reason why you don't need to know, but because of the information age, it's hard to even know what's true. There's a lot of truths out there. And it might be true for that person, but it may not be true for you. And it's very overwhelming. So that's why now the best thing you can do is direct your thoughts, control your frequency, focus. Be consistent in anything that you choose to do. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is. Just work on it. And this is the reason why so many of us are confused and don't have what we want, because we don't know how to master anything. And it's something I had to learn for myself, that I'm not as consistent as I would like to be, but I'm learning now I must master who I am. And it could be anything. Like even with dealing with my son Zen, I continue to master to be patient, to be kind, to be loving, to be open. Even my relationship with Rambo, even my relationship with you, with everything, I'm learning to master my life. And the reason why we don't have what we want to have, because we don't know how to master the focus, the consistency to obtain it. You see? And that's the reason why you have these gurus and these different teachers, because they've mastered what they've taught. And it takes time. It takes a lot of time to become a master. But just know that in order for you to have whatever you want, you need to master your own life. And the way that you do that is by mastering your thoughts. Your thoughts create everything. Your thoughts control everything. And yes, I come on here and cook delicious meals and talk to you about food and family. But the most important thing is to remind you who you are and the power within you. That you can have whatever it is that you want. Whatever your desires are, you can have them. But make sure that your desires does not harm another. And the way that you know that is by studying yourself. You know, understanding yourself through astrology and all different types of information that's out there. But most definitely, I'm a big advocate for astrology and of course, the different sciences out there, because I want to know the realism of my body. And then astrology is the cosmos. Okay? So it's just different levels of who I am. And I want to connect to myself spiritually. I want to go to that higher plane of myself, because yes, I have a nervous system, I have a body, and I have to know how to maneuver, but there's an untapped power, energy within me that is unlimited, that no one has, that I want to tap into all day, every day. And it takes work, and it takes focus, and it takes mastery. So there's different things that I've been doing every day. It's like I make sure I exercise every day. I make sure I'm moving my body every day. Nothing strenuous. I make sure I do something every day. I make sure I write down positive aspects of my life. I make sure I look for things to appreciate and to love. I make sure I'm cooking delicious foods. I'm making sure I'm taking care of everybody around me because they're a reflection of me. And I'm doing my best to come on camera and every day and express myself. Use that throat chakra to help my reflection, to help myself, to learn, to evolve, and to grow. And I invite you to do the same. Oh, Jim 48, JT, you can come anytime. Yeah, Rambo and I, we are creating something, because we manage an Airbnb. Like, we pretty much, this is where we live and what we take care of. And so somebody did come and visit us, and it was really fun. She came for a few days, and we took her around, and we fed her food and pancakes and just different stuff I was cooking. We really made an experience for her, and it was just something that happened. It wasn't nothing that me and Rainbow planned. She was like, "Hey, I want to come out here. Can I come out and visit y'all?" And we was like, "Okay," and it was a lot of fun. So Rainbow and I, we are trying to create some type of package or something for those that might want to come out and experience the Big Island. And I know some of y'all want to meet us too, but most definitely got to come to the Big Island of Hawaii, especially if you are from the States. If you have not visited Hawaii and you want to go to the tropics, what are you waiting on? Yeah, that flight is long, I get it, but come on, it's really beautiful here. It's amazing. It's everything that I've always talked about. And yeah, so come out. So any of y'all want to come and visit, just hit my inbox and we can talk and we can set it up. Oh yeah, Bruce Lipton. Erica Ann said Bruce Lipton changed her life. Yeah, Bruce Lipton. Yes, absolutely. Especially when he talked about epigenetics and about how we are cells. And, the environment plays a big part, and our perception plays a bigger part. Your perception is what controls all of your cells. So check your perception. How do you perceive things? Is it healthy? And Yasmini said, I never give myself enough time to master anything. Whenever things get hard, I give up. Exactly. And when things get hard, that's when you get harder. But we're not programmed to do that. We're programmed like, oh, I don't like this. It's uncomfortable. Let me leave. And you won't ever grow. But then some things you do need to walk away from. Like, boy, bye. I'm not dealing with that. But you got to know the difference. Oh, I'm thankful. Someone said, Charter Davenport said meditation is good for you. Meditation is good, but you also have to remember, once you come back into that state, your problems are still going to be there waiting for you. So it's good to meditate, to get your mind right, get your thoughts together. But the best thing you can do for yourself is learning how to communicate, and communicate effectively, knowing how to respond to whatever comes your way. And do not resist it. That is the biggest gift you can ever give yourself, is going forward in your life. Not resisting your life or avoiding it. Moving forward in your life to whatever life gives you. You know how to handle it, and you know how to respond to it. And you know how to communicate, and you won't close yourself off, because when things happen, when the universe gives us something that we don't really want, what we put it out there and we got it, now we're like, damn, we want to close ourselves. But as soon as you come to an obstacle, open yourself. Like, I am open, I am here, I am ready, I can do this, I can deal with it, and just watch how things will work out for you. But when you close, like, no, it's like, it's right there. It's like running away from a bee. The bee is not going to sting you, but if you run away from it, it's going to come for you, because you're putting up that frequency that you want to be stung, okay? So it's the same thing. Now I'm looking at y'all's comments. Oh, it's 12 a.m. there? Oh, I think it's, if it's 12 a.m. there, it's probably 5 or 6 here. Yeah, so does anybody have questions before I go? Yeah. Does anybody have any questions? Anybody want to come on live and talk? This has been a really great session for myself. Whatever I say to you guys, I'm saying it to myself. Oh, wow, it's 12 a.m. Well, thanks for staying up with me. Yeah, it's probably 6 o'clock here. Yeah. Oh, you want a chart interpret? Yeah, send me a message, Supreme. Send me a message, because I think you was trying to get your chart read, and I sent you a message and you never hit me back. You even sent a donation and you never came back, so. Oh, Rambo and the baby is outside. Yeah. Let me see. Rambo! Rambo! They want to see the baby before I go. Yeah, Reflection Rather Christ, I can read your chart. That is something that I do offer, so hit me up in my inbox. Yeah, just send me a message, Goddess of Four, for a chart reading. Yeah, I think I should do a live doing chart readings, because there's different, the way that I do chart readings, it's more like a counseling session, because it takes me time. I really go within your chart, and so then I ask questions. Anybody that has ever done a chart reading with me that's in here, you know that I go deep. It's not, let me tell you about yourself. No, it's like you going in a counseling session, and I'm asking you questions because the Spirit is leading me to ask you these questions to open up something within you. But I think I might go live one day doing astrology and teaching people what I know. But if you want something personal and more in depth, hit me up in my inbox. Like, I see all these people talking about they want chart reading. I better have at least 5 emails from everyone in my inbox. Hey, what you doing here, little buddies? What you doing? I didn't know you was here.
Being the little babies.
You being the little babies? You being the little baby? Oh, you smell good. Or is that Daddy that smells good? It's Daddy that smells good. Hey, it's not booby time. It is not ninnies. No, you can't have our ninnies on camera. No, you can't. People wanted to see you before we go. It was like, yeah. You want to say something, then? That Gemini rising, you're going to be talking a lot. Sing them a song. Sing the song. My name is Zen. I am number 1. I am Zen. My life has just begun. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm a star. I'm a star. My name is Zen. Your turn, Zen. My name's Mr. Zen. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My name's Mr. Zen. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm a little baby. I'm a little boy. My mom and daddy loves me because I bring so much joy. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, y'all. He wants some. Okay. Here you go, little buddy. He ain't fooling with y'all. He wants some. That's enough. So does anybody have any questions before I go? We might want to come live because I'm about to go. Because we're going to eat. It's a little later than what we normally eat. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You get some coconuts? Oh. Yeah, they're probably the same coconuts that was sitting there for about 2 weeks now. He just letting them sit there. Oh, okay. Alright, y'all. So, if you have any questions or concerns, hit my inbox up, and I will see you guys later. If anybody want any readings or just any type of session or just want to talk, hit me up. And if anybody wants to further their business, hit Rambo up for the graphic designs, because you know he's awesome and he can do almost anything. And so just hit us up if you need anything. Alright, we love y'all. Have safe travels. Bye.